Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's the Y2K Collector, and I was gonna end this year off with some fancy edited video, but I'm gonna skip all that because of something that just happened. And I'm gonna leave this one message going into 2025, and that message is your network is your net worth, and that goes for everything, including video game collecting. I've heard in so many videos people talking about building relationships, and relationships can go a really long way if you want to collect video games. And this is absolutely true because today, thanks to a relationship that I had been building throughout the year, I got a call on the very last day of the year from someone who was selling a bunch of video games. And I got to pick up a bunch of video games for $160. I got this stack of games that I'm going to go through with you, and I don't even have all of them here because I still have to go back to the seller and pick up a few more. But I'll show you everything that I have so far. A complete in-box copy of Battle Arena Toshinden on the PlayStation 1. A complete copy of Grandia 2 for the Dreamcast. Guitar Hero 3 sealed on the 360. DJ Hero 2 sealed on the 360. Wild Arms 3 complete in box on the PlayStation 2. Persona 3 or Shin Megami Tensei sealed on the PlayStation 2. Suikoden Tactics, Stranglehold, Sly 2 Band of Thieves, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Kingdom Hearts, Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Tales of Legendia, Lost Odyssey, Spider-Man Friend or Foe, and Dragon Quest VIII. And again, these are not all of the games that I picked up in that purchase. I still have to go back and get a few more games. But this was a really interesting buy for me because I've just started getting into Facebook Marketplace deals, and I had a couple of those last week. And now here today, I was able to make a purchase thanks to just some word of mouth. My recommendation going into 2025 is let people know that you collect video games. If you're a collector, tell people you collect, because once people know you collect, if they're cool, they'll be on the lookout for you. They will let people know that, hey, I know someone who collects, and whenever they run into someone who's selling retro games, you'll be the first person that comes to mind. And there are a lot of people that are getting rid of all different types of stuff out of their collection. And so, for some people, they may not know how to use a Facebook Marketplace or hit up Mercari. Maybe they don't want to deal with eBay. Maybe they just want to go to a place and just sell all the games and get it out of their hair. And if you position yourself as someone that people know buys retro games or buys video games, you're just going to be putting yourself in a position to get a massive windfall. And mind you, letting people know that you collect video games, you have to set your expectations. You can't expect for people to give you a call 5 hours after you tell them that you collect video games. It doesn't work like that. But if you build relationships, or if you let people that you already have relationships with know, I'm into collecting video games. I buy video games, I'm building a collection, this is what I do, this, that, and the third. If you let them know that you're into it and they're cool with you and you have a relationship, they're going to look out. They're going to tell people that you're into video games, and you're going to be able to get some really great steals. Now, for me, this is awesome because I'm actually lining up a trade to pick up another PlayStation 2 game that I'll probably be able to share with you before the night is over. I'm actually sorting out some games so that I can go and work that deal out now. But, it's great because a lot of these games in this stack, I'll be able to keep and add to my personal collection. But a lot of these games I'll be able to use as trade. I already have a copy of Spider-Man Friend or Foe, so I'm going to be selling this Lost Odyssey. I'm going to be trading this one away as well, along with Tales of Legendia. I'm going to be doing that, doing a trade for that one as well. So I've got some games here that I'm going to be able to get rid of. Battle Arena Toshinden is one of the first PlayStation 1 games I've ever played. It was the one time when my brother first got a PlayStation 1 back in the day. He actually had the long box of Battle Arena Toshinden. And I remember sneaking in and playing it a little bit. I used the girl with the rings, I think. I think that's this game, if I'm not mistaken. So it's actually pretty cool to get that one back into the collection, especially complete and in good condition. So that one will probably stay. There are a number of RPG games. You guys know that I'm not really the RPG guy, but there are some RPGs that I may be able to keep in the collection for essentially free. Once I use some of these games as trade bait to get a game that I've been had my eye on for some time, I'm gonna sell a few of these games to recoup some of what was spent on the bundle, and then I'll keep some games in my collection. And that's really gonna be how you have to navigate 2025. Score a great deal. You may keep some of the games, you may sell some of the games, you may trade some of the games away. But regardless of how you do it, you're going to need to have relationships in both directions. You're going to need for people who sell to know you, and you're going to need people that buy to know you for the times when you're looking to make a trade or for times when you're looking to sell. And the more people you know, the bigger your network, the better, because you're not going to be able to sell everything to everyone. Not everybody's into all types of games. Not everybody's buying the same thing. Not everybody's selling the same thing. So again, in 2025, the name of the game is going to be building your network. Your network is your net worth. Tell people you collect video games. You know, join groups. If there's a Facebook group, or if there's a group in your city that, you know, if there's a gamers club or anything like that, don't be shy. I think a lot of times, you know, especially depending on how old you are, right? Like, you know, you might feel awkward telling people like, yeah, I collect video games. Even though there's no stigma around it, I think these days, I think a lot of people respect gamers. I don't think this is like 1991 where, you know, people look at you funny if you play video games or anything like that. I think video games is widespread. There are more people playing video games than you think. And no matter how old you are, you know, don't be afraid to share. You know, I look at the demographics of my audience, and a lot of you who watch probably like have corporate jobs. Maybe some of you have high level corporate jobs, and maybe maybe you don't want to let your coworkers know that you collect video games. Maybe you don't want them to know that you have a massive Atari collection or something, you know, different like that. But don't be afraid to tell them. 2025 is going to be about embracing the hobby, embracing the fact that you're a collector, embracing the fact that you like video games. And the more you do that, the more you let people know, the more opportunities you're going to create for yourself to be able to get great games at discounted prices, at cheap prices, or in some cases even free. Because sometimes people just straight up don't even want this stuff and they're willing to give it away. And if they do, you want to be the first person that comes to their mind so that you can take advantage. But that does it for me. It's the Y2K Collector. Hopefully I'll be able to drop another video before the night is up. But if not, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025 and enjoy with friends and family. It's the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.